Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I'm John, I'm your executive producer, and I want to thank you all for tuning in and coming to watch us as we do whatever it is that we're about to do here today. I particularly want to thank our $25 tier supporters on Patreon, patreon.com/fsfilms, those being Rowan Parker, Jeffrey Alexander, Samantha Bates, Cat Waterflame, and Elle, without whom we wouldn't be able to do nearly as much of the stuff that we do. So thank you very much for supporting us, thank you all for watching us, and those of you at home, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Star Wars Twilight Nights. I'm John. I'm your executive producer and also GM. Black Lives Matter, trans rights, human rights. Respect people, please. And joining me today is Jack.
Hey everybody, I'm Jack. I'm playing Plunk Kikek, a Jawa mystic seer and consular sage who thinks that the Russians should stay the fuck out of Ukraine. I'm gonna roll some destiny. Hey, we got a light side to start with.
All right. And Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara. I'm playing Nerese droid, consular healer, and they found the Endurance today. They made an announcement. It's real cool. You should look it up. Boat stuff. Anyway. One dark side.
I like that Russia stay out of Ukraine, got a light side, and they found a boat, got dark side.
Ship. It was a ship.
Right, a boat. And Jeremy.
Hello, I'm Jeremy. I am playing SD, Ziltron Shadow. I have nothing to determine what my light or dark side is going to be to say, so I'll just roll. Oh, I should sync first. There we go.
Yes, you should sink, much like the Endurance did.
Apparently,
hey, topical.
Apparently, passivity is worth 2 dark side points.
Makes sense. Not choosing a side is choosing a side.
Not making it right. Right. Yeah, there you go.
And Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. I am playing Avazia, Pure Blood Sith, Gia Berserker. I have nothing interesting to add. I'm just going to roll Destiny. Dark side.
Already established. Not picking a side, whatever the fuck the sides are in this particular circumstance. It's still picking a side. In this case, apparently it's picking a ship. And William.
Fuck. Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Gorsarath, the Sith Pureblood Makashi duelist. I also have nothing to add here, and I'll get another dark side for it.
This is science, people.
I'm going to take this ship of fools and...
This is correlation, not causation.
It was repeatable. We had a hypothesis.
I'm just saying, considering where we are right now, considering how our light and dark have, you might want to just start giving me a character sheet.
Look, I'm not saying we're playing werewolves next week, but
oh no, I will drag your corpses through 2 more weeks of narrative free,
excellent, well done.
Free thinking.
All right, proud of you. Sounds
good. I will
good.
sit here and narrate exactly what happens to your bodies on Terrace for 2 whole sessions.
Cool.
You won't like it. Anyways. Last we left
what
off.
a convenience. I'll be sick those 2 weeks.
Last we left off. The Twilight Knights had gone to clear out a farm because they figured it would be the less dangerous of the 2 things that were presented to them. Also, it would provide them the opportunity to get some money and a cache of equipment that was apparently left behind on this farm. they found the farm. They found some rat ghouls. They found what was very obviously a trap, and then SD sprung it. And, and in doing so, they found a Raklak, which is a Sarlacc that has been infected with the rat ghoul virus, and a rat ghoul that was standing up, wielding an electro staff, and had force powers that the media literate among you would know as a Nekghoul, but in character, none of these people know what these are. And that's where we left off with, I believe, a PC initiative. So, I think we're at the bottom. Yeah, we're at the bottom. So, I think it's Corserath's turn. Or did you just go? And it's the next NPC slot.
I think we started at the first NPC slot of the.
Yeah.
So we're starting at the first NPC. Yeah, because I don't remember exactly where we left off. It was either you were going next or you had just gone.
I think I had just got. I think we were starting at the first PC slot of the next turn.
The last thing that happened before we started rolling morality changes was
Corserath's attack. Yeah.
Okay, so then it's the next NPC slot, and then will we be... Yeah, okay. So, I'm trying to remember who's gone. I know the Raklak has gone.
I think those two slots are empty because we've got two dead NPC squads.
There are 3 NPC squads. There's one that's now dead.
Because there were two squads of rat ghouls that were attacking inside the house, and both of them are dead now.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, you killed them.
I was going to say, you are somebody who doesn't typically take out, or who doesn't typically end halfway through a round. So.
That's right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So in that case, yes, it is the top of the PC round because you killed those other 2 NPCs. I just forgot to delete them off the turn order. That's how I'm taking it.
Mystery solved.
All that's left are the Raklak and the Nekghoul.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, I have I keep track of the hit points of the big guys, but minions I don't keep track of hit points because it's pointless.
Right. No, absolutely. Huh.
So yeah, first PC slot.
All right.
Go.
Who wants to go?
So right now,
yeah,
give us
the lay of the land.
Yeah, the positions are there's Avasia and Corserath are in one building that is three spaces away from where Esty and Neres are fighting the Nekghoul, which is 2 spaces away from where Plunk is fighting the Raklak. Because Neres was 1 space away from the Raklak, got knocked back, and then the rat ghouls followed Esty right over to Neres.
Right.
Corserath right over to Avasia. So you're in sort of like this. You're in this kind of a setup where Avasia and Corserath are over here. Actually, Avasia and Corserath are over here. The Raklak's over here, and then Esty and here, where the respective fights are right now.
We're in a triangle. Okay.
How many range bands then away am I from the nearest enemy?
You're engaged with the Nekghoul.
Okay, we are actually engaged.
Yeah.
So the Nekghoul,
Yeah, you and Neres are engaged with the Nekghoul.
Yeah, the Nekghoul, Neres, and Esty are right here.
Got it.
2 range bands in this direction is the Raklak and Plunk, and then 2 range bands in that direction, which is 3 between these 2, is Avasia and Corserath.
If nobody complains, I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to stab it.
Do a stabbo.
Yeah, Corserath
with
did
a
not
saber.
get Corserath did not get battle meditation off because you were all too far spread apart. So you
Right.
don't have the automatic success from battle meditation.
Correct. Let me
So you're
reset
attacking
all
the
that.
Nekghoul.
Uh-huh.
He has 1 melee defense, so that's 1 setback die.
Okay.
I don't know if you have any critical wounds that are adding to your difficulty.
Not that are adding to my difficulty, I don't think.
And you have.
I feel like I got hamstrung a while ago, and that was just losing. No, that was this one. So I don't have my free maneuver.
Yeah.
And I was stunned, but that happened a couple of turns ago, and I'm not
Oh, that makes sense to me. Your attack is upgraded twice for adversary 2.
Okay. And it's
Or
diff
your-
2 because I'm
diff
in
2.
engage. I'm attacking melee and engage.
Yeah, so diff 2, 1 setback, upgraded twice.
Okay, technically I've been stunned twice since we last healed critical injuries, but they weren't last turn, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see how this goes. All right, so character sheet, please.
Jeremy.
Wow.
How?
That's particularly talented.
I believe.
For your game tonight.
No, Nereus was the one that rolled a despair and their pistol no longer works.
Yeah.
So for you, you swing
And
you swing it with the lightsaber, and the Nekghoul just sort of like kicks the electro staff up from behind it, instinctively parrying your strike, which you're not expecting because again, you've witnessed this guy use force power, but you're not used to. It's hard to compute that a rat ghoul is having force powers right now.
Right.
And as you stab him with the lightsaber, the electro staff, just without even looking, slams back and strikes the lightsaber hilt, damaging your lightsaber hilt 1 step
Okay.
as you miss and causing you
There
to
is certain condition that would go to minor, then I assume.
Yeah, we go down to minor. And
Okay.
we learned previously that the drawbacks of damage conditions are automatically applied when you roll. You don't have to worry about adding that in.
Okay.
All right. So
Well,
that's your action. Would you
yeah,
like
because I don't have a free maneuver.
Would you like to take 2 strain to make a maneuver?
I have a total of 9 out of 11 strains, so maybe I shouldn't take 2 strain.
Go right to your threshold.
That's great.
You're not out yet.
Maybe that would be a bad idea.
I mean, if you blink too hard, you'd be out at that point. But
Yeah, I think I'm good.
yeah, so thrust in. There's this crackling electricity as the shock staff knocks away your lightsaber.
Fucker.
You watch a piece of your lightsaber just click off. Turns, looks over his shoulder. You realize this guy only has 1 eye in the center of his face and just a big toothy grin. All right, NPC turn. The Raklak's gonna try to eat Jawa.
Come at me, bitch.
What's your melee defense?
2.
Melee defense of 2. Yeah, I think all this is because you've been in the same spot this entire time.
Pretty much.
Basically, you're throwing farm equipment and it's slapping you with tentacles.
Yep. But it gets its difficulty increased by 1 because I am significantly smaller than it is.
Yep, that's why it's difficult to use 3 instead of 2.
Yes.
Hey, 7 damage.
I am over the limit.
Oh
Right.
boy.
Go ahead and roll yourself a crit.
Doot.
Agonizing wound.
Agonizing wound.
Yeah, you all watch as a tendril smacks Naplunk, who collapses. And now normally I'd have to spend advantages to activate its ensnare, but because Plunk is unconscious, it just sort of wraps that tendril around Plunk and holds him there for the moment. Nekghoul's turn. The Nekghoul, still having 2 enemies on him. Nereus, what's your melee defense?
It's 1.
Cool. 1 difficulty, or 1 setback, 2 difficulty. Yeah, he's gonna do that. You feel a sudden surge in the dark side of the forest.
Okay.
And you feel that spike of hunger that you've all been feeling. Specifically, you and Esty feel it, but it's not affecting you.
Okay.
You watch as this big toothy mauled creature suddenly gets this very, very hungry look on its face. It's really the only way you can describe it. As you feel these waves of dark side energy pouring off it as it attacks Nereus. It is upgrading its attack because it is embracing the hunger.
Oh,
Ouchie.
okay.
All right, so
Well, that's not good.
rather than critting, we're actually going to use that triumph to activate its linked ability, its linked quality. So that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 damage twice as it just lunges in towards Nereus and with both ends of the
Fuck
staff.
me.
You get to soak both times.
Okay, wait, hang on. Sorry, I have to do math real quick. What was the
So 11
What was
damage
from-
minus your soak
so 6?
twice.
12.
Well, fuck, hang on. So that's 12 total. Hang on. I have a thing. I'm gonna use parry. When hit by a melee attack, suffer 3 strain to reduce damage by 2 plus ranks. So by 3. So I
Okay.
can do that once. So
You
that's
can do that to
2.
both hits, technically.
Can I?
Yeah, you could suffer strain to reduce both hits. You'd suffer the strain twice,
Yeah, I'll do that. So that's
but you would reduce both hits by
6.
3, which would drop it down to 6 damage instead of 12.
Yep. So yeah, 6. So I'm at 9. I'm still up.
So yeah, the strikes come in almost too fast for you to like visualize. You are only visualizing it through the force right now. It's too fast for your visual sensors to actually interpret. But you instinctively throw lightsaber up one way and arm up the other, and it almost feels like both get hit at the same time. It's just wham before it brings the electrostaff back around behind it.
That's not
Next,
good.
next PC slot. At this point, so Avasia and Korsarath, you can't feel the hunger, but you can feel the sudden spike in dark side energy coming off of the rat ghoul.
Yeah. What's the range band difference between us and all of the enemies?
So you're 2 range bands away from the Raklak, and you are 3 range bands away from the Nekghoul.
Okay. And that's 2 range bands away from the Raklak's like pit.
Yeah, which is still short range to the Raklak itself. You're only engaged with the Raklak if you're in its mouth.
Yeah. I was gonna say that I would like to go and I should probably help with the Raklak, but I don't think if I attack the tentacles, can I keep them from attacking Plunk?
I mean, yeah, you can attack the tentacles that are around Plunk. It'll do damage. It won't do as much damage to the Raklak as it would if you were to attack it directly, but you still do damage to it.
Cool. I'll do if people are fine with me going next, I will do that.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go for it. 100%.
If you go for that, then Avazia can go for the Raklak itself.
Yeah. So I will step, take 2 strain for the extra maneuver.
So maneuver. Up next to where Plunk is.
And I am technically engaged with only one opponent right now.
You're not
It's the
engaged with
tentacles.
the opponent.
It's the tentacles. I'm still attacking it.
The tentacles are part of it, but it's not engaged as a range band. You can attack. You can attack the creature from short range because of its tentacles, but you're not engaged with it.
My question is, am I getting my curved tilt bonus for fighting only a single opponent? All right.
Mostly, and that's and narratively, that's mostly because you don't fight a tentacle the same way you fight a person. So the benefits you get from that aren't applying really.
Okay. What's the difficulty for this?
Difficulty 2.
We're going to, you know what? No, we're gonna dual wield with my other lightsabers and make it difficulty 3. I don't have enough to activate linked, but that's 9, 10, 11 damage, and I'll use that to regain a strain.
All right. Yeah, you do some damage to the tentacle. We'll say it lets go of Plunk because of the damage take.
Mm.
Sweet. I'm less in peril.
And now it has a. So, next PC slot.
Avazi would like to go.
All right.
And Avazi is going to go for the relic.
So it's three. So 2 range bands get you into short range, basically at the top, at the tip of the pit. So you can attack the tentacles the same way Corserath is doing. You can't really move closer yet, though.
I thought you were going to go for the Nekghoul.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going for that one.
Oh, the Nekghoul? Okay, so the Nekghoul's 3 range bands. So you move 2.
Okay.
So you take 2 straight and to take a second maneuver.
Mhm.
Now in short range for the Nekghoul. Do you have anything you can do at short range?
Hold on.
I don't know who all has lightsaber throw. I don't think any of you do.
No.
Don't think anybody
I don't
does
think
now.
I have lightsaber throw now.
Did you take those force powers you were looking at taking?
I did.
You could use your action to force leap the remaining distance.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. You need to roll with force leap, right?
No, you need to generate the force point to
Okay.
do it.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and roll your force die. So empty out your dice pool, and just put in the number of force die equal to your force rating, which is that middle one, and roll it, and then hit the dice roll button there. You can empty out your dice pool by hitting the little.
I got that. Where is the force rating?
Your force rating is 1.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Where do I put it?
That middle die, then the center of the dice pool,
Gotcha.
in the center of the dice pool bar, the white one.
And then the roll button is just underneath it.
Yes.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, what you need.
Yeah. So yeah,
You've only how many did you get all the upgrades for? Which upgrades did you buy with your force power? Because you haven't put them on your character sheet yet. Oh
Yes,
no,
I
you did.
have.
There you are. They're in your talents. That's why. Okay, yeah. So you can only make the one short range distance. Yeah, so you can make it straight to it.
So you leap and land next to the Nekghoul. There are now 3 people engaged with the Nekghoul. Next PC slot, which is Nere's probably because Plunk's unconscious.
Yeah. Shit. Okay.
I mean, technically, it could be Plunk and then unconscious and then Nerys right after.
It's true. It's true. Plunk could
That-
wheeze heavily.
That probably happens. Actually, Nerys is having a moment. That was terrifying. I don't like this thing. I'm gonna take a moment and I don't think I have to activate the force power. I think it just happens. The flow, because it doesn't. It's part of another check. So
you
I
activate flow as part of another check. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to activate flow and I'm just going to keep that on because dimming down this thing's force power isn't working. And I'm going to try and kill it. Okay. With my lightsaber.
Notably, you do have to activate the base effect of flow before you can start using the skill effect part of it.
You have to have at least 2 to have an effect, basically.
Yep. Okay. Lightsaber. Here we go. Oh god. Hey.
Hey. You had no
That's-
difficulty on that.
Oh, I didn't. What was the difficulty? I'm sorry.
Difficulty 2, 1 setback, upgraded twice.
Upgraded twice. There we go. Okay. This is going to be significantly less. Here we go.
You're
That's a
right, it was.
I would like to. Oh god, we only have the one.
Why was that upgraded 3 times?
Is
Is it,
because
you're right, your
I've
weapon's
only got-
damaged, isn't it?
I've only got got to upgrade
No,
it twice.
you don't have a you don't have a setback die. You put an extra red die instead of an extra black die. It looks like because there's no setback die in that roll.
Oh, that is correct. I had the wrong one clicked. Let me try that again. I'm
try it.
sorry.
It's all right.
Here we go. This is going to be correct.
Still a failure to hit.
Still a miss.
Well, actually,
no.
no, wait, hang on. John, can you
What
read
page
this
is
for me?
flow
Because
on?
it's on, it is Disciples of Harmony, page 31 of the PDF that we've got.
Hang on. Disciples
So
of
I think the
Harmony.
control effect upgrades all future checks rather than the one that it's currently being made on. But I don't know the way it reads to me.
Let me see. Edge of the Empire. Help if I had any of my books open.
To the end of the current counter. For the remainder of the current counter, add 1 force to all skill checks.
Disciples of Harmony. What page?
31.
Okay, you got that bottom left control one then.
Okay, so what's the one you're looking for right now?
Okay, so the middle control one that's in like the control 10 that's in the middle, the bottom one
Yeah,
where it's like make a combined flow power check.
Uh-huh.
That would affect all future skill checks of the same type, right?
When making a combined flow power check, may spend force points to add successes to any check using the same skill until the end of the next turn.
Yeah,
So basically,
got-
you active. So on this turn on turn A, you make
Yep.
the attack as a combined flow power check.
Okay.
You spend any force powers you make that you could make beyond activating the initial flow ability.
Mm-hmm.
You can then spend on successes until the end of your next turn for that same ability check. So you activate it on turn A, and you can spend force points on turn A until the end of turn B. So on turn A and turn B, you can spend force points to do that, and then after that, the power deactivates.
And then that one on the bottom left, the commit one, is something that you have to do that lasts until the end of the encounter.
Yeah, I have that next. I have control 3. So commit force until the end of the current encounter. For the remainder of the current encounter, add 1 force to all skill checks.
Yeah. So that adds 1 force die. So it's not a force power check at that point. You're just adding a force die. And each force point can become either success or advantages. Though each dark side also causes you to suffer 1 strain and gain 1 conflict. So what are you doing right now, I guess is the question. Are you making a flow power check or are you committing the dice?
I am committing the dice.
Okay, so in that case, you would only have 1 force die on the lightsaber check, not 2.
Okay. Even though I have 2.
Because you can only commit 1. What that means is that you don't have to make the roll. So, yeah, so the ebb and flow basic power lets you activate it once, and then for 2 turns it takes effect.
Oh, I see. It's a permanent. Okay.
Whereas the control is just you've put it in, you don't have to activate it anymore. It seems like ebb and flow cannot be activated multiple times. So, like you activate it once, you get 2 rounds. Whereas with control, you just keep going.
Yep.
But with only 1 die.
But with only 1 die, right?
But if I commit both of my force points, wouldn't that
You're
add
only
1?
allowed to commit 1 die.
Yeah,
A
it doesn't.
hard limit on
yeah.
that. Maximum of 1 die can be committed.
Yeah, if you were able to commit
but-
more than 1 die, it would say commit as many force die as you want, rather than commit 1 force
I'm not looking
die.
at that specific page, but in that control, the last line is each 1 force adds either success or advantage, which implies that I can add multiple ones.
Each force point generated
We did by that 1
by
die.
that 1 die.
As a die can roll 2 force points.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I can only do 1.
correct. Yeah,
right.
it's a little
Would you like me
confusing.
to-
It's mostly it's a little confusing because they use symbols instead of words.
Yeah.
And the force die symbol is the same as the force point symbol, just has edges.
Okay. Would you like me to re-roll that one then?
Yeah, so go ahead and re-roll that with just one die committed.
Okay.
We're
roll
seeing why flow is not actually just better than every other force power now.
Yeah, because
Hey!
so yeah, it looks like, so just for clarification going forward, basically you can only use ebb or flow once per encounter,
Got it.
but you can commit to have that effect going throughout the encounter at a reduced potency.
Okay.
But hey, that's
I succeeded.
This time
And
you
can-
succeeded, yes.
and you
Yes.
can crit him if you want.
Yeah.
Once you can use each feature of the ability once per turn. It looks like
Yeah, it's weird. Anyways,
like the thing that recovers a strain, the thing that gives you an extra success on your skill checks, the thing that does everything else can only activate once every turn.
so with this, however, because you're committed, you can either make both of those successes, you can make both those advantages, you make one success, one advantage, however you want to do it.
Success.
So that'll be 3 successes. So that's going to be 10 damage.
10 damage, and I would like to crit.
So the reason why you might want to make those advantages instead of damage,
Okay.
is because your crit is on a 2. So you could crit with a
fair.
plus 10. You could crit with a plus 10 to the crit roll, or you could do 2 more damage.
Okay.
That's sort of your
Yeah,
options
let's
here.
crit with a plus 10.
Okay, so you're
Those
only
are
doing 8
2.
damage, but you're going to activate your crit twice.
Uh-huh.
All right, so
Really, dude?
I'm gonna say because I wasn't looking at the stats when I was saying that, I'm gonna say you don't want to do that because he has 8 soak, so you wouldn't actually crit if you did that.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
So let's just say let's keep it to
Uh-huh.
3 extra damage and 1 crit. Yeah.
That's
so
ridiculous.
10 damage, takes 2 wounds.
Yeah.
He's a ridiculous enemy.
I should have run.
But he does take a crit, so let's see what he gets.
He rolls a 600.
Remove all boost die from all skill checks until the end of the encounter.
Probably doesn't do anything, but I feel better.
So yeah, so you like lunge at him in a very like schooled like traditional like head slice, and it doesn't because his skin's usually resistant to the lightsaber. It doesn't like cut his head off or do anything, but it definitely like dazzles his singular eye. So he's definitely having a harder time focusing on things right now.
Okay.
In addition to doing some damage. All right. Last PC slot. Plunk
Need to
Gurgles.
Get away from that Sarlacc.
Oh.
First PC slot. Top of the round.
I can try to fail again. Or try and fail, I guess I should say, not try to fail.
Try to succeed. Let's put a positive spin on it.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Shut up.
According to Yoda.
Yeah,
Yoda's
well,
not born yet.
Or is he? Who knows?
Yes.
How well did that help the Jedi Order?
Look, at that
Really?
point, Yoda was just hiding out in the swamp, smoking shit and making the stuff up. It's all good.
I mean, also, like, he didn't. Jedi Order obeyed that. They did not. That's what they did.
Okay, that is fair.
They
That
didn't
is
try.
absolutely
They
fair.
just did not.
All right, well, let's see how this goes. Yeah, that's all accurate.
That's the best part about having vague wisdom is that you can apply it to anything.
Nope, still missing.
Jeremy.
You at least didn't miss his
What
heart.
do you want from me? I have one thing I do, and that's roll poorly.
You're trying to thrust and slash in, but he, even with daze, he still keeps that electro staff spinning, and trying to not get your lightsaber damaged, you pull back before he smashes it.
Right.
No, but what's the thing
My
that
turn.
Esty does?
I mean,
Look, Yoda's camped out on Dagobah looking for his missing moss mat that really tied the room together.
Like how you're still stuck on that. Like,
I can't get my brain's in a weird space today. Sorry, guys.
First NPC slot. All right, so the Raklak is going to attack Corsarath, who has presented
Cool.
himself as a target.
Come
What's
at
your,
me.
What's your melee defense?
3. I'm pretty certain I'm still smaller than this thing.
You are smaller than it.
Even aside from Plunk.
You are 2 silhouettes. You are more than 2 silhouettes smaller than it. So. All right. Tentacles attack. I've seen this anime. 1 success for 6 damage. I'm pretending it just smacks off your armor.
No, my soak is only 4. It would be 2
Oh,
damage
okay.
unless I'm going to parry it. So yeah, I parry it. And take no
Alright.
damage.
Just take strain. Next NPC slot, Nekghouls' turn. Another challenger has arrived. What's your melee defense, Avasia?
2.
Right.
She has less melee defense
so-
than me, but much more soak.
So now that you're next to him, you can also feel the waves of hunger pouring off this thing as he turns, and that eye that's been slightly shined by the lightsaber sort of glows a bit like almost red. He lunges towards you with the electro staff. Only 2 successes. So that's 9 damage. Strikes you with the electro staff. All right, that is the last NPC turn. So PC turns ahoy.
Does Corsarath want to use a maneuver with
Yeah, I
a
was about to
stim
say.
pack?
I was about to say, how far down are you?
I didn't get moved yet. So
No,
I'm
how
technically-
far down health wise?
Oh, I am 1 below my max.
Okay.
I'm at
So-
11 wounds out of 10.
I will stim you, and I have how many ranks of my fucking talent? Stim pack specialization, I have just 1 rank, so you get 6
6 wounds back. Dope.
And then I will action attack a tentacle.
All right, coming back.
Combat, again, dual wielding. Cha-ching. Nothing but advantages.
The tentacles are just flailing at you and just bouncing off the side. They're not doing much damage to you, but you're also stopping you from getting a good swing in.
I will regain 4 strain.
All right, next PC slot.
Can Plunk go?
If no one else wants to.
Plunk sits up, sticks his hand out towards the Raklak, and it's within short range of me, right?
Yes.
I am going to spend. Actually, I'll re-roll. I can re-roll once.
I mean, if you want to do damage, then that's the one you want to do.
I mean, yeah.
Because Dark Side's the
But-
one that does damage. Light Side just holds it still.
Yeah. Yep. I'll re-roll
Okay.
because he's gonna hold off on doing the damage right now, and he's just going to bind the Raklak.
All right. Let me take a look at what bind. The Force. Oh, that's Edge of the Empire. That's the wrong one. None of you are Jedi exiles.
Not technically. So I just have the basic power. It says, I restrain an enemy, preventing it from acting.
Restrania.
Until the end of my next turn.
Mobilize a target within short range until the end of your next turn. If you used any dark side to generate those force points, it also suffers 1 wound. Ignoring soak. Per force power spent on the. Oh, that's interesting. If you used any force die generated on the target, you suffers 1 wound per force point spent on the check.
Yeah.
Even if there's only 1 dark side used, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what that means is, like, for instance, with that roll, actually no, I don't know if you can. It doesn't say you can only spend 1. You may spend 1. It doesn't say you have to spend only 1, and you can't spend more than 1.
I think you can only spend if you got sources to spend with.
That's fair, yeah.
Sort of like you can generate 5 mana, but unless you got a 3 mana spell to cast, you're not actually spending 3 mana.
That's fair. Oh yeah, no, user may not activate this multiple times. It says it in the more advanced description further down. All right.
Right. Mm-hmm. So
All right,
yeah,
so you just lock it down.
Yeah, you can't inflict extra wounds just by burning your excess force points that you generate. You have to have spent them, right?
That said, once you get upgrades, you can just spend all your force points, and if any of them were dark side, then...
right, everybody affected starts taking wounds, right?
All right, so yeah, you clap it in invisible chains, and it is immobilized.
Yep.
All right, next NPC slot. Oh, sorry, next PC slot.
Oh, good.
So that's either Avasia or Nereis.
I would like to do some healing. I'm going to use a maneuver to slap an emergency repair patch on myself. And he's being held right now.
No, the
Rack-Lack is being held. The Nekghoul is not being held. The Nekghoul is footloose and fancy free.
Okay, cool. Never mind, because I don't know the words. I have 1 force committed, but I can still use heal.
You basically you would use the 1 other die that's not committed for heal.
Yeah. Don't want to do that.
I'm sure Esty would appreciate being healed.
Yeah, you were pretty injured, I think.
Or if you
I keep missing, so he's not attacking me. So that's less the concern at the moment.
That could still happen. I'm going to use it. Let's see here. Well, that doesn't happen. I can't heal with that. Okay. And
flip the light side, point harm, Esty.
No.
It's motivational.
Like, this is what you're not doing to the enemy. That's a real Sith move right there.
That's a I was gonna say, oh, that feels familiar.
It's like, hey, you feel that? That's what you're not doing to the enemy.
That's my turn.
All right. Avasia.
All right. I would like to hurt this thing.
All right. So main attack. Difficulty 2. 1 setback die. Upgraded twice. Love how difficulty 2 upgraded twice makes a character so much more of a threat, even though all it does is change out 2 dice.
Oh, it's because then despair has become a possibility.
Yeah. The extra
that.
The extra faces on those dice are just bad things. All right, so success. So you hit him. You can activate your burn quality if you want with those 2 advantages.
Yes, I would like to.
With a despair. So yeah, so you come in with your flaming lightsaber as the lightsaber, the energy off your blade sort of crackles in this fire-like pattern, and you bring it down. But very similar to what happened with SD previously, he just flips that electro staff around and strikes the hilt of your lightsaber, causing it to degrade in quality 1 level. So drop the quality of your lightsaber 1 more step. However, in doing
How do I do that?
so
Sorry.
on your
Condition goes
weapon condition.
goes down 1.
Goes from minor to moderate.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, I see. Okay,
Mhm.
I got it.
But as you do that, there's the fire sort of erupts off this out of the lightsaber blade. Let me see. With me, you'll see a world of pure burnination.
It would have been better as a world of pure incineration.
If the attack is,
Nicely
yeah,
done.
but you don't. Yes, but the difference being that Trogdor does not incinerate the land; he burninates the land.
Also, it's a it's a musical sequence, so they're definitely going to invent a word.
Okay. So it's not going to do anything, but it's going to look cool. So
All that matters.
You slice through as the electro
Oh
staff
yeah, because he can
strikes.
soak the burn.
Yeah. So he has 8 soak, and he's resistant to lightsabers. So your lightsaber hit doesn't really do any damage to him, but you light him on fire. Burn does the lightsaber's damage to the target every round until it's put out. But he just soaks it, so it takes no damage. But he's on fire.
Well, for a number of rounds equal to his burn rating. So for a round.
For 1 round. At the start of his turn, he'll take burn damage. Yeah. Alright. He'll be really good against anything other than him.
Anything with less soak.
Yeah. Alright. Top of the round. First PC slot. As he's just slowly breaking your lightsabers.
I've only broken it once.
Oh, but
Let's go for a second time.
Avasia's gone down 2 steps now.
This is true.
I'm happy to wait until I'm happy to go last so that so the Raklak stays locked down until the end of my turn.
Fair enough. All right, I'll try and hit this fucker again.
Get in there.
It's gonna go great.
Div 2.
Yep,
Step
it
back.
went great.
It wasn't a despair, at least.
And you do still get to spend triumphs.
Yeah, you can triumph on anything that doesn't directly affect the enemy.
Shit. Okay.
And basically the way triumphs work is that anything you can spend advantages on, you can spend triumphs on. But you only have to spend 1 triumph.
You can also
Like,
upgrade any
advantages.
allied
That
characters
was
next
what I
check.
was looking at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will upgrade. Yep, upgrade the next character's check. The next
Okay.
allied character's check.
All right. Anything with the advantage?
Do you have
Sure,
any
I'll,
strain to
I'll
recover?
drop my strain down by 1.
Yeah, you lunge in again. This guy, this thing just keeps that electro staff spinning at this point. Now there are 3 of you around with lightsabers, so you're not able to get in, but you're also avoid getting hit, which is a little bit of a morale boost. The Raklak does nothing. He's immobilized.
Hey.
Actually, hang on. Let me look at what immobilized does really quick.
I've been looking. I can't. They don't have like 5e does, where they actually have a list of status effects or anything that I could find.
Index I immobilized. Page 223. Other status effects. Staggered.
Ah, there we go. Oh, they do have them. Thank
An
God.
immobilized character cannot perform maneuvers. Most effects that immobilize a character last for a set duration. If set duration is not specified, immobilization lasts until. Okay, so he can't perform maneuvers, but he can still attack.
Well, the force power as well says it cannot harm itself or others.
What does it?
Yeah. Specifically says that on page 286. Bind's basic power allows the force user to restrain those nearby, preventing them from harming others and themselves.
That feels like flavor text, though, because the actual mechanics just says it immobilizes them.
That is flavor text. The users may spend force point to immobilize a target within short range until the end of the user's next turn. Which, I mean, if he had to move to hit you, that would certainly stop him.
Say it stops them from attacking, then
Immobilized is not that.
What is the? Is there a? Sorry, wait. What's the disorient status effect do?
Gives you a setback dice.
yeah, it doesn't prevent you from attacking.
Because what it would need to do to stop them from hitting someone would be stagger them.
Which is what the mastery does.
Okay.
The mastery,
All right. So,
the mastery lets you stagger them.
gotcha. Okay. Well,
So as you get more powerful, you get to stop them from doing more and more things. But the initial
It makes
thing just
sense.
stops them moving.
okay. Now that's dumb. Oh well.
So it attacks Course of Wrath.
Yep.
So reading through a lot of this and a lot of this discourse, I'm seeing a lot of references in the book to using move to move a creature.
Are you?
And according to like discourse on the internet, the devs have said that creatures do count as objects. They are physical things. I think using move on a creature is force, push, and pull, whereas using bind on a creature is force, stasis, and choke.
I mean, if the devs have said you can move people, then yeah, we'll go
Cool.
with that. Would
Like
you
if you
like
use
to
move,
it-
if
would
you
you like
use
to
move
move
on a
instead of
creature, you're
bind?
basically force pushing them.
Would you like to have moved instead of binded?
We'll hold it. I'll take my next turn and we'll figure out what I do then.
Okay.
I said what I said.
Oh, that's fair. It doesn't help that the art of somebody being moved by force power is under the bind ability, but
Right.
what we're saying is they made it confusing on multiple levels.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, even then, in that force power is a narrative thing. That's one of those examples of the book saying you can use move on a person. It's like in the force power is a narrative sidebar.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like the power itself says small objects, not people.
Yeah, I think because the devs have said that people are objects because they are a physical presence.
All right. We just need to define what objects are. Anyways.
Wow. Dehumanize much, devs?
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate it, but also.
Note for any other game designers in the future. If you have your abilities reference things as objects, define what an object is in your rules text.
Legit.
I think it goes a lot in with how they wrote this particular system to be very freeform, and they didn't give quite enough definition on everything.
Yeah. It's like it's free form, but it has specificity in weird places. Anyways. So I'm just gonna go with the spirit of the thing and say it doesn't attack anybody. Next step. Nekghoul. Why? Because I can. Also, you guys are having a hard enough time with the Nekghouls, so.
We're not having a problem with the nickel. We're having a problem with our dice.
Fair. Spinning staff attack at Alasia.
Hey,
Advantages.
So I'm gonna spend 2 of those to activate linked. Actually, do you take any damage from that?
No.
From 8 damage?
Oh, eight? I take one.
You would take one unless you parry it.
Yeah, I can parry it.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, yeah, he's gonna activate linked. So that it's 2 instances of 8 damage. You parry both.
Yes.
It probably wouldn't be worth it because it'd be 2 damage versus 6 strain. And he would have to declare whether he's trying to crit now before
I mean, yeah, I am going to crit, but I'm going to crit because that's all I can do with it. All the rest of it.
Right.
So it's 2 damage heading towards a crit if any of that damage gets through.
Okay. I'll parry one of them then.
Okay, so you take 3 strain and 1 damage and roll a crit die. Playing the balance game of wounds v crits.
I'm just rolling crit. I'm rolling critical.
Yeah. Roll
Okay.
23.
Not bad.
That's
Increased
not
difficulty.
so bad.
Yeah.
Increasing the next check by 1 difficulty die. So yeah,
That's not bad.
He swings the electro staff in, and you parry it with a lightsaber. And as you parry it, he allows the momentum of the parry to spin the staff around his neck, brings it over his other shoulder, and just jabs you in the face. And it doesn't really do a lot of damage, but there's a shock of electricity as it touches your helmet, and just everything, just like all the electronics in your suit, just go haywire for a second. Next PC slot.
Ooh.
I want to go.
Okay. Yeah, you go.
I'm gonna try and hit this guy. Is it 1 difficulty or whatever they're called? I've lost my card. 1 black die, 2 purple, upgraded twice. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Come on. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, you hit
10 damage.
10 damage.
I'm gonna take that strain lowering.
I feel like there ought to be a mid ground on monsters where instead of just ignoring breach, they instead treat breach as pierce instead.
Actually, I'll use that to add a boost die to the next person.
I mean, the problem then is that
We need to start pooling things.
I mean,
Since there are 3 of us on this guy,
Yeah.
it's got to help at least somewhat.
All right.
That's my
You also still have a light side if anyone wants to use it to upgrade your attack. Oh wait, did you upgrade your attack roll?
From
Oh yeah, because
from
SD's triumph.
SD upgraded your attack roll with a triumph.
No, I didn't.
Do you want to make that reroll?
Yeah.
It could
let's
be
try
worse.
It could be. Let's try it.
It could be
though.
better.
It could. We reroll. That's the rule. So I'm gonna do it.
Hey,
That feels
So
better.
9 damage is enough to get through a soak,
damage,
right?
1 damage, but you have a triumph if you want to crit it.
I
Yep.
would. Yes.
All right, so stack those crits.
Yeah.
Staggered. Attacker may immediately attempt another free attack against you using the same dice pool as the original attack. So go ahead and roll it again.
Same dice pool means
upgrade
it
and
stays
everything.
upgraded.
Yeah,
right?
it stays
Yeah.
upgraded.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Do it again.
Ooh.
Do it again.
Come on. Hey. Ooh.
Crit him again with a +10.
Yeah.
Oh no, he doesn't get to the armor.
You have it committed. Actually, wait. There's another. That's right. Dark Force die. Would you like to flip that light side to make that dark side a damage?
And so that you can crit him again.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would.
All right. So
You-
flip the light side. You spend that force point.
Okay.
You take a point of strain and you take a point of conflict, but you add an extra point of damage. Would you like to crit with a +10 because you have enough advantage to crit a second time?
Yes.
He's got that. He's had that one already. So, you know.
All right.
I mean, everyone stacks.
adding up,
Everyone
though.
stacks.
Right. Everything still
Adding up.
stacks. Yep.
Let's do it.
So,
Okay.
so what happens here is Neri's, while it's like focusing on Avasia, you just come in like, kindergarten arm flailing. And he's not expecting it because you're not really brain turn off, just attack. So there's nothing to sense as you come in, and he like feels it on his back, and as he turns, you bring it back around and come back up before he has a chance to get his guard, getting 2 good strong hits off. That sort of knocks him back a little bit and catches him across the face again.
And then I take an emergency patch out and I slap it on my chest.
All right.
That's another 3.
So that's reduced by. It's not reduced by 1. It's just 3. All
No,
the way.
droids get the same thing constantly. It's just less than a med pack.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 each time.
Yep.
3.
You have
per.
You have taken its attention.
Cool.
Next PC slot.
I'll let somebody else go in case John wants to give us some light side points back. Because I might need those for my turn.
I can go. Yeah, let's take a swing. Dual wielding once more into the breach. There we go.
Nice.
I would like to link with my Gauntlet Shoto and also crit.
Oh, the attacks against the Raklak should also be upgraded twice.
See, I asked what that was, and I asked what upgraded last time.
I missed it.
Darn it.
That's my bad.
Fine then. Fine then.
Oh.
I'll take those strain back.
My apologies. There's a lot of, in my defense, there's a lot of text on this character sheet. All right.
Do be how it goes sometimes.
Next PC slot. There's a lot of text on both of their character sheets.
Vazia will go, if that's all right.
What?
Okay. I would like to try to hit this guy. You said he's resistant to lightsabers.
Yes.
Do note that he will still soak your Sith Warblade too.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I was about to ask.
he's
Okay.
just as resistant to that. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, well,
It's not that the Warblade will be any better.
all right. We're
This,
still
this,
gonna.
this isn't Witcher
definitely
rules
stick
where
with
if one sword doesn't work, just use the other one.
I mean, unless the other
Darn it.
sword has a high Pierce rating, but
It does not.
Has the difficulty gone up on this guy? You said.
no. 2 difficulty, 1 setback, upgraded twice.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I don't want to spend Dark Side because then I'm upgrading you 3 times and you're already having difficulties hitting. You can activate Burning In if you want, or you can spend those advantages to recover some strain.
I'll recover some strain because
Okay.
stat.
What's that? It's 3 damage.
How much
Oh,
strain
right,
do I
it gets-
recover?
It gets worse as the fucking right. It starts upgrading your difficulty automatically when weapon damage gets worse.
Yeah, the more damage. Yeah, first damage step adds a setback. Second damage upgrades the difficulty of your attacks with it. Third damage, I don't know what the third damage does because the 4th damage breaks it. You can't use it anymore. I don't know what the third damage does. Anyways. Anything else in your turn, Vasia?
Nope.
Next PC slot.
All right. Plunk's going to hope for less of light side. That's enough.
That's a lot of light side.
Nice.
All right. The Nekghoul is 2 range bands away from me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I spend 1 to activate move, 1 to increase the range to his distance, 1 to increase the silhouette. I can grab up to silhouette 3. I assume he's less than 3.
Yeah, he's still at 1.
All right. And I can move him inside my maximum range, with which that is up to extreme. I'm going to grab the Nekghoul and shove him down the Raklak's throat.
All right, he's going to resist.
Okay.
Because he is a force user.
Fair.
So let's go ahead. Difficulty 2 was going to roll opposing difficulty 2. Actually, no, it's opposing check, which means it's opposing checks are different. Contested rolls.
Hang on. Yeah. Contesting force powers, resisting force power checks. Resisting force power checks is on page 283. When any character attempts to use a force power against a player character,
It's an opposed
or a
discipline.
PC attempts to use a force power against a powerful non-player character, such as a nemesis or plot important named rival, the force power check becomes an opposed check if it is
Okay,
not
an
already
opposed-
an opposed check or combat check.
So an opposed check occurs when someone is actively trying to prevent a character from succeeding. Blah blah blah. Opposed checks are.
So to make the check opposed, the GM consults with the player and determines a skill that the attacking character must use as part of the force power check. The attacking character then assembles a dice pool combining the force dice he would use and the skill check for the skill that you determine, and then the GM determines what the defending skill would be to oppose.
Okay.
This skill sets the difficulty of the check as for the rules for opposed checks made on 33.
Wait, that skill sets the difficulty?
Yeah, so according to let me go to page 33 to double check that.
Yeah, because for a competitive
Opposed
check,
checks.
the GM assigns the difficulty level for the task, and each character involved in that. Hang on.
That's a competitive check.
That's
Opposed
competitive.
checks.
Building active character dice pool follows the same procedures as for basic dice pool, based on the character's relevant statistics and skill ranks. That's added. The opposition then introduces difficulty and based on its own relevant characteristics and skill ranks. Okay, I see. So
Yeah, so his attributes become difficulty and his
skill ranks become difficulty and his skill ranks become despairs or the harder ones.
Upgrades.
Yeah,
the red ones.
Basically, his green and yellow dice will be purple and red dice for you.
Okay, so in that case, it's going to be a force throw check. So you're going to be using your ranged light.
Okay.
And your difficulty for the roll is going to be. We'll leave the force powers there. So
I'm just making a flat ranged light.
You're just going to make a flat ranged right. Ranged right. Yes.
Yes. That one.
Mm-hmm. All right.
A ranged light against his resilience, I guess.
Yeah. So it's going to be four difficulty dice. And one
upgrade.
One red dice. So four purple, one red. Oh, sorry, no. 3 purple, 1 red.
3 purple, 1 red. Right. Yeah. So four purple, 1 red on the tree, but it's gonna be 4 dice total that I'm rolling against. Okay. What did I get? Nope.
Nope. Yeah, you reach out.
Damn it.
You grab him. You successfully grab him and would move him. But
Yep.
as you pull, he just those of you that are next to him just feel this dark side energy flow off of him, and plunk. You grab him and you just feel hungry as the force power touches him, and that hunger that you recognize just startles you into letting go.
Okay. Fair
I'll
enough.
say for the despair, take a strain.
Okay.
I like that way of resisting, where it's like instead of having 2 people rolling dice more than they need to, it's just here's your difficulty for that.
Right. Here's your flat. Yeah.
That is
no,
nice.
that totally makes sense. Yep.
Okay. You combine the dice pools.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
I don't think so. Actually, hang on. Let me take 1, 2, 3. Nope. I'm good.
Okay. Next PC slot. First PC slot. Top of the round.
I'm gonna try that again.
Or
this
I was
time-
gonna say I can try and kill him again.
Well,
If you guys want to go first,
he's
Plunk's
a-
gonna
he's a-
try that again on his next turn. So
He's a
whenever.
silhouette one target, so if you throw him at a wall, that's dealing 10 damage to him per
Right.
thing. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, we'll let Nerys go first. Nerys wanted to take a crack at this guy.
Okay.
go
I'm
ahead,
gonna do it.
Neres.
Here we go.
Of course, if Nerys goes first, he gets to swing before Plunk can try and throw him.
That is
9 damage.
yep.
Yep.
At least get
He takes 1 damage.
yep. Darn it. Oh, I wouldn't have that boost, would I? Or that
The boost rolled a
upgrade.
blank anyway.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have that upgrade, but
Oh yeah, you wouldn't have the upgrade, so go ahead and roll it. So
Yeah.
remove that one upgrade and roll it again.
let me.
It could be better.
It could be.
It was.
It was. And you can crit now.
Would you like to
I
crit?
Can I would?
Deal
Alright.
2 damage to him and crit.
Yeah, 2
Yep.
damage and crit.
Come on.
Take his head off.
I hope so.
You do hit him
another-
again.
Another
Okay.
attack
Hit
roll,
him
same
again.
roll.
Okay, here we go.
Hit him again.
Mm,
Oh.
Regain all your
Well-
strain.
Yep. Yeah, that's all I can do.
So you strike him and you go. You do the
Wait.
same thing again.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
I have a different. Would
Mhm.
this affect giving boost? That wouldn't affect Plunk's thing, would it? Never mind.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
give all those
no, it
boosts to
would.
Plunk and he goes next.
Yeah.
could.
Mhm, it could.
I'm gonna do that. I'm
Okay.
I'm okay on strain.
Give 5 boosts to Plunk's next roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to the next PC slot.
Yeah, which I feel like will let be Plunk.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do the same thing again. You do the wild swinging, and it strikes him, and it looks like he's gonna fall for the same thing. But as you come back around to try to get in that second time in the same manner, that electro staff just cracks into your lightsaber. Is your lightsaber's damaged one more step?
Okay. It hadn't gotten damaged. Where do I do that?
So where it says new as the quality,
Mhm.
reduce it by 1.
Minor. Got it.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
If this
have
guy
hats.
survives, he's going to have the name Saberbreaker. All right. And as we go into the NPC turn, that's where we're going to take a quick break. If you're watching on Twitch, please stay tuned for these commercial messages. And also remember, when we take our break, you take your break. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do whatever it is you need to do. And we'll be back in just a few minutes.
I've got to go. No.
We're back. A dinosaur story. So we pick up with the NPC turns. So the Raklak is no longer stunned, or no longer immobilized. So it's going to attack Corserath, the one who keeps hitting it. Show
Still
me
diff 3
tentacles.
down, defense 3.
Oh, 6 damage.
I will parry that to hell.
All right. Carry it off. Nekghoul. Okay. So now that I know how opposing checks work properly, I need to know. So I need to know what Avasia, Esti, and Neres' resilience, combined resilient attribute and skills are.
What does your resilience check look like?
Yeah.
How many yellow, how many green?
2 green.
Basically, what I want is the maximum number of yellow dice and the maximum number of green dice from the 3 of you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Abazia has 6 green.
It's going to answer.
I have
Why are you on my character sheet?
Because I have your character sheet to help you with your character.
3 green, but I have reduced. No, that just affects brawn and agility checks. I don't think that affects the score.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't affect your pool.
Okay, cool. I have 3 green, no yellow.
All right, Jeremy, did you have any yellow?
No.
No yellow. Avasia,
That would
does
require I
Avasia
put
have any
points in
yellow?
resilience.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, so
What are you planning on
basically,
doing to us?
This force power check is going to be made against Avasia's resilience for all 3 of you.
Okay.
Okay.
So difficulty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's not targeting; he's just sort of blasting. So, and that's when I started blasting.
Is he nigh invulnerable while he's blasting?
I feel like no.
See, I don't know what the reference comes from, so I don't know how to complete it. I
Cannonball
just know
from X-Force.
That's
Okay.
cannonball.
Wait, is
right?
this a force power?
it is.
Well, it's.
Hey, I can do a thing.
You can.
I'll note it's always sunny in Philadelphia. Is the so anyway? Then I started blasting.
Yeah, that's where John's reference came from.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to. It only affects me. I believe. No, wait. That's improved. There's base. When an opponent targets character with a force power, reduce force generated by 1.
Okay, so it'll reduce the amount of force
Passive.
power that it generates by 1.
Cool.
I'm going to spend a dark side to upgrade this.
Okay.
I'm assuming this
I
guy's a
tried.
dark side caster, so if he rolls only one dark side and the rest are light side, he would have to spend a dark side to be able to activate the ability.
Yes.
But then the NPC will take conflict. Oh no.
Oh no. All right, so 6 difficulty. 2 upgrades.
Wow, that's a lot of fails.
Also, he can't activate it.
Yeah, no. So yeah, he he begins sort of channeling this hunger and just slams his foot into the ground, and the ground sort of rumbles and erupts around as you all feel this dark energy pulsing out. But the combined force of will that you all have and good sturdy foot ground, I don't know what the fuck that meant.
Can I just get the phrase "good sturdy,
sturdy
foot
foot
ground" on a T-shirt? Just like white letters on black. That's all I need. I'm
Good
good.
sturdy foot ground with like a picture of a foot.
That's a
Look,
Jack Box shirt if I've
Look.
ever heard of one.
I was just thinking.
Yep.
sometimes I word bad, okay?
It happens.
Anyways, your good positioning allows you to resist the effect that he was trying to apply to you.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Along with the calming aura.
Yeah, along with the calming aura. PC bot.
All right. Plunk's gonna go. He's gonna try it again. He's got 5 boost dice.
Here he is, back on his bullshit.
Here I am, back on my bullshit. God damn it.
Fucker.
Wow.
That was super
there.
bad.
That was real bad. Okay. Plunk reaches out and looks like he's trying to think of a good one-liner, and then nothing happens, so he just lets the moment pass.
It's like reaching out. You're focusing. You're trying to envision the bantha that you've picked up before.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
Now you're just picturing a bantha. And now you're hungry.
Right. All right, so Plunk kind of slumps back down.
Good use of those boost die.
Yep. Mhm.
Next PC slot.
Vazi will go if that's okay.
Go for it.
All right. Going to try to hurt this guy again.
Diff 2, 1 setback, upgraded twice.
Yep.
Make sure you remove your force die from the roll.
Do I have a force die in there? No, I don't.
There you go. I don't. Yeah, because you'd roll a force ability.
Okay. Poke.
Hey. Why?
9 damage. You could crit him, right?
You're short a setback die.
Oh, am I?
Because
Or was it 2 setback?
Well, yeah. Well, no. At your damage difficulty, you should automatically be putting a setback die in.
Oh.
Do you have a setback die on like in your dice pool?
In my dice pool, yes.
Okay.
Upgraded twice. Difficulty 2.
Yeah. So like the second level of damage upgrades the difficulty, which is why there's a third dice difficulty there.
Mhm. It says it on here under critical injuries.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to add it myself, or is it supposed to
No, it should.
automatically?
It should add it automatically.
Okay.
Maybe click out of the click out of the setback die and then roll again. Just want to see if maybe it hadn't solidified that one there.
Okay. All right. You want me to roll again?
Yeah. If it doesn't do it, we'll just take the first roll. I just wanted to see. No, maybe that changes.
It
Oh,
was still the first roll.
the damage things are exclusive of each other.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. All right, never mind then. So it doesn't stack. Good.
The three damage.
And please take the first one.
Yeah, we're taking the first one. I just wanted to verify.
The 3 damage states are minor, gives a setback. Medium, ups the difficulty. Major is unusable.
Oh, okay, so it's only 3 levels.
They
Got it,
exist.
got it,
Yeah,
got
they exist independently of each other, though.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Good. Good
That's
to know.
good.
They don't stack.
Good.
Nobody's hit 3rd level, right? No.
No,
Okay, good.
All right.
So
I'm only at 1.
So we'll take the first roll. That's 9 damage with 3 advantages. Would you like to crit?
Yes, I would.
Technically, going beyond major is just completely destroyed, no hope of repairing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So 1 more damage. Hey, he's at the halfway point.
Fuck!
Gosh.
Just
I need
keep
I
going.
need to
You'll probably kill him with crits before.
I was
you
gonna
kill
say
him with
crits are the
wounds.
way you kill people
Crit
anyway.
kill.
So
Yeah.
If you want, you and I can switch places,
I
William.
mean, unless
I feel like we
unless
need
the
to.
dice, unless I
Yeah,
keep
yeah, we
rolling bare fucking minimum on my dice rolls.
We could both just force jump the other direction.
Yeah, I think we both need to
'Cause-
like just trade places.
Yeah.
It's a for those that don't understand the mechanics of a critical injury roll. It's a D100 that you compare against a table, and you add 10 to the roll. You multiply the roll. You add an extra 10 to the roll for every previous critical injury you've rolled. He had 4 critical injuries there. He rolled a 10, so it only went to 50.
Get him to 100, then he dies.
Yeah,
We're
like
trying.
if you get
Just
him
need
to
to do
100, he's just
6
gonna
more.
die. But like I keep rolling fucking 10 or lower.
5 more.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Who's gone so far? Is it
What's the
I think
Vasius?
it's
And-
going to.
Nerys went first this time.
Yeah.
And then
So-
Plunk went. Mhm.
so yeah, it's been Nerys.
Esty and
Okay.
Corsair.
It's you and I.
Yeah. So if you'll let me go, I would just sort of look over at the situation that's going on and realize what's happening here, and just call out Avazia switch, and I will use force jump as my action to try and close the gap. I need to roll an enhanced power check. Where is enhanced? I need enhanced power check, spend force points, and I can use to increase distance by 1 per. Yeah, okay, cool. No skill, no difficulty, no upgrades. Cool. I jump 2 range bands
Landing
And
next
walk
to the
and-
others.
and walk the remaining. Is the
Oh,
only
no.
2 range bands between
It's
them?
only from where you're
Yeah,
at. It's
so-
only 2 range bands.
Yeah.
It was 3 range bands from where you were previously.
Yeah. So I will.
Hypotenuse.
Yeah. So I will land next to the Nekghoul and just stand up and look at it. Ichuta, and level the lightsaber.
It felt like you just said "eat shit" in a teeth.
He kind of did.
Right? Fuck you, asshole. Mhm.
Ichuta is the Huttese like general term insults, insult
mhm.
call out.
Right. Yep.
SD.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try to hit this thing. It's not gonna
Do it.
work.
Is there something that they get for having him so vastly outnumbered currently?
Yes, actually, there is a bonus. Hang on. There are bonuses for allies in melee. Hang on. Let's look at that modifiers.
Because you guys have
You have him surrounded.
an entire barbershop quartet around this guy.
Combat modifiers on
Ice
217.
cream. Peg Nerys is singing tenor.
Is there no? Hang on.
I like they don't even try and translate Ichuta in the like Huttese translation, just Ichuta, an insult.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I've got a couple of those in my Jawaese lexicon too. Where it's just a particularly disparaging Jawa curse. Long line of syllables.
I could have sworn that there was additional
like
modifiers
TAF in the
for
Thief
attacking
series.
with allies, but apparently there aren't.
Yeah.
It's only when you're combining ranged and engaged, as opposed to like
Oh, when you're trying to shoot in melee and there's tons of people around you, yeah.
Yeah. There aren't any modifiers for when you are in combat surrounding somebody.
Eh.
Which I guess makes sense because then like minion groups would be so much more dangerous.
Mhm.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
absolutely fair.
Stab him, Esty.
Alrighty.
Yeah, because then like one minion group would just murder a
2,
PC.
1,
like,
2, blah, blah,
in that
blah.
if there were bonuses for that.
Hey, I hit something.
Nice.
I don't think your lightsaber does enough damage, though.
No, it doesn't.
For 7 damage.
7 damage. Yeah, no. So it just skips off his hide.
Sweet.
He hit though. He didn't deflect it. Or damage your lightsaber further.
Okay,
That's a victory.
that's my turn
All right. Top of the round.
because I'm limping.
I would like to attack now to get his attention. Or either that or Avasia leap over to the Sarlacc. One of the two.
I'm gonna make a recommendation. I would say have Course Wrath attack first.
Go ahead and hurt this thing, please.
Yeah,
And then I will make my leap.
I will attack. Difficulty 2,
2
One
with
setback.
1 setback die upgraded twice.
upgraded twice. I am only engaged with a single opponent because the Sarlacc is elsewhere.
Question: is the ability only engaged with?
Engaged with
A
only one
opponent.
opponent.
Okay, good. The wording there is critical because you're definitely
Engaged with
more
only
than
one
person.
opponent. It does not care about who my allies are. It cares about how many my opponents are.
Good. All right. I know there are to the question of surrounding people like flanking abilities. I know there are talents on certain trees that care if you have
Gotcha.
allies. You care if you have allies in engaged range. I know that because like the like soldiers have certain abilities where that revolve around that.
So I gain duelist training, which gives me a boost die. I also gain my curved hilt, which gives me another automatic advantage. Dual wielding with my crossguard won't do anything because the crossguard doesn't do enough damage. So I'm just going to swing with the regular, dual wielding with my gauntlet shadow. So I'm not going to dual wield. I will, however, I can't actually make that hit harder, can I? Hang on. I can't, but I can hand those off. Use all those advantages. You know what? No, I'm going to get his attention with that, and then I'm just going to use the advantages to restore my strain because I'm going to need it in a minute.
Yeah. So you slice through his guard, his spinning guard, and just sort of you don't do any damage, but you do leave a scorch mark on his hide. And you
It's
feel
effortless, and that it's definitely like an effortless strike. It's just like, hey, pay attention.
Yeah. And you now also feel that hunger roiling off the people. All right. Raklak. Well, there's only one enemy in range right now, so plunk.
Ain't there just?
What's your melee defense again?
Because I've got a stick.
What a coincidence.
You get a sense advantage there to make it harder, or
Actually, why not?
A sense advantage
he
once
gets
per
2
encounter?
once per game session.
Game
Once per
right. Oh,
session.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
So yeah, sense advantage. He gets 2 black dice.
Whoopsh. Misses.
Hey,
good
that
thing
worked.
too.
All right. Nekghouls' turn. Yeah, no, he's gonna answer that call. Course Wrath, what's your melee defense?
9,000.
4.
Oh, I'm gonna spin another dark side. Is this like a feral growl coming off of him now? He's just like covered in scars and like dings.
I think we've pissed him off.
In fairness, scars would imply that the wounds have already healed.
It would, wouldn't it? 9 damage.
So if they've healed, we should be concerned.
How many ranks of parry do I have? I have 5. I have 5 ranks of parry. So I parry that.
Yeah, so the electro staff jabs in and you parry it as the lightsaber duel has begun in earnest.
It's literally just the like he thrusts in with the electro staff and the lightsaber is like tilted downward right now, so he just turns the wrist and just tilts the electro staff aside.
Yeah. You're doing the Italian parry where it's just like you move as little of your arm as possible.
Yeah, just to piss him off.
I mean, why else would you do an Italian parry other than to piss somebody off? It's what Italians do best. Piss people off. Next PC slot.
Vazia would like to take it so she can jump.
If you want to attack this round and you have the strain for it, you could do 2 maneuvers and still attack at the end rather than using your action for the jump if you want.
Barely have the strength for it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the strain for it, then you don't have the strain for it. That's fine.
She barely has the strength for it.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think I'm
Yeah,
just
hang on to that.
I'm gonna just jump and get over there.
Okay, sounds good.
So move into short range and then jump,
Mm-hmm.
or move one range band and then jump the other. Go ahead
Yes.
and make your force power check for the jump.
Or honestly, because there's nothing in the way, you could just turn your action into a maneuver to just not have to roll and just get there. Because that can happen.
Yeah, you can do that if you want to.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Yes.
You just run over there. Avasia runs over.
Hang on.
Next PC slot.
I'll try and stab him again.
Go.
Here we go. Come on. Damn it.
So Neri's sensing the opportunity with it now, with the Nekghouls focus on Corserath, comes in from behind and sort of swings the lightsaber down and around. But that, without losing focus on Corserath, that electro staff just spins, and the electrified end of it parries the lightsaber away.
3 bonus die to the next person.
Corserath.
Ooh, I'll take those.
Corserath and Esty, make warfare checks for me while you're here.
Okay.
Sure. Difficulty?
2.
On just a second.
I'm not
Plunk is
good at
bound
warfare,
and
but-
determined to make this happen. My God!
Oh,
Hi.
not upgraded twice.
Not upgraded twice, Corserath. The dark side energy pouring off this Nekghoul Plunk, you just can't get a hold of it. Like every time you've tried, it's just pushing it back.
Success and a threat.
Read success, do threat.
So you both recognize what he's doing with his staff. This is that staff motion is the same motion that Imperial Guardsmen use with their saber staffs.
He's been trained.
This is a passive defensive skill that Imperial Guardsmen use that they have developed over decades of training that he is just doing passively.
Yeah.
And Esty, like Corserath, your first thought is that he's been trained. Esty, watching those movements, this person was an Imperial Guard before they became a Rakghoul.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that they were here on Terrace before Terrace was bombed.
Right. All right. Yeah. Okay.
So that's the information you two get off that. And that was Neri's turn. Next PC slot. So Esty or Plunk.
Plunk just went.
Oh, Plunk just went.
Remember.
So Esty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you just said didn't come through.
I've got a really bad idea.
Oh,
Excellent.
okay.
Influence the mind.
I'm here for it.
No. that just starts slowly inflicting strain, and that is in combat. It is the worst thing to do because it does fucking nothing.
Fair.
Unless it's like, I think minion mobs just take strain as damage.
You
He's
know,
not a minion.
No, but I think like against minion mobs, you can use influence to straight deal damage.
I legitimately don't know if there will be a mechanical benefit to this, but I don't care because what she has been trying to do hasn't worked for 4 turns, even though I've hit once. So SD deactivates her lightsaber and is going to leap and tackle them.
Okay. What are you trying to do? What's the end result you have envisioned?
The end result is basically to latch on and try and restrain its ability to defend itself, to attack, that
Okay,
sort of
so
thing,
yeah,
and generally just be an annoyance.
Yeah, so you're trying to occupy his arms, basically.
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
This
so-
probably also isn't going to work, but you know,
It's been nice knowing you.
look, we have to do something at this point,
Yeah.
or this fight will not end until this season ends.
Okay, so we're gonna make it a athletics check.
Okay.
Against his coordination.
Against his. Well, you're trying to restrain his arms, so it's an athletics check against his brawn.
Okay. This will go well.
So difficulty equal to his brawn.
Yeah. So it's gonna be difficulty 4 athletics check.
Okay. I'll spend a light side to get an upgrade on that.
Hell yeah.
Oh God. This is gonna be so bad. Really excited to see what Rolling Despair comes at this point. Make sure there's nothing else that
Well, you can't despair on difficulty. You can only despair on the red
That's
dice.
true. That's true.
Oh, hang on. Wait. I was looking at the Raklax brawn. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
grapple the
Rack-
Sarlacc.
Okay. No, it's still 4. It's the right one. I was just
Okay.
The number was
Okay.
right. Don't change anything. I just realized I was looking at the Raklax and not the Nekghoul.
Okay. I'm just making sure that
I was like, wait, that resilience is 4 yellow. How is that? Well, oh, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Yep, nope, that's it. That's everything. All right, let's see how this goes.
Because that would be a much harder force power check that Plunk is making if it was against the Raklax.
Yeah, well, that was gonna happen.
Yeah, so you tackle him, and you and as you hit it, you feel your shoulder like crunch a little bit.
Okay.
You take 2 points of strain.
Okay.
Because you realize that you're tackling something that feels kind of like tackling a wall
Yep.
as you crunch
That's
into it
fine.
with your shoulder.
It's all good. It's a good thing I healed that one straight earlier,
Yeah, right?
or I would be at my threshold.
You would have gone head first into the wall. Hesty is like, you know what? I'm done. Bang.
Peace out.
Top of the round, first PC slot.
Oh, I would like to hit this thing, please.
Red.
The duel has been engaged. Div 2, 1 setback, 2 upgrade.
Yes.
I get a boost die and a 3rd advantage. Whabam!
There we go.
Nice.
So that's 11 damage, and I will crit him twice.
Yeah.
So crit plus 10.
Actually, no, I will crit him once and sunder his weapon.
Okay, so you damage his weapon step. Alright.
Hang on. There's an extra thing that I can do with a crossguard saber, and I want to make sure that I remember exactly what it is if it's on my attack or his attack. Fucking lightsaber, crossguard.
Oh,
lightsaber
disarm him?
It's on his attack if he rolls at least 3 threats or a despair.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, do you want to sunder or do you want to crit plus 10?
Crit and sunder.
Okay, so crit and then 1 crit and then sunder, so you damage the weapon a step. All right. Roll critical. May not perform more than 1 maneuver each turn.
We're getting there.
I rolled higher that time. It was 64. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next PC. Sorry, that's NPC. Sarlacc.
I'm going to take it down 2 stages because Sunder only takes 1 advantage to activate.
Can you activate it multiple times?
I
It
believe
specifically
you
says,
can, yeah.
Sunder requires 1 advantage to activate. If activated multiple times in the same attack, each activation can be applied against the same weapon, potentially taking weapon from undamaged to destroy in a single attack.
Do you want to not crit him and destroy the weapon?
That's a fair point, actually. Yes, I will destroy his electro staff.
So he no longer has that crit. I'm going to heal that crit off of him, but you do just like blast through the electro staff.
Nice.
It's okay, I'll just rip my head off and then use my saber.
He brings up the electro staff to block, and the lightsaber just cuts clean through it into his torso.
Just nice scar. Now he's got 2 halves of a broken electro staff.
So what you're saying is he's dual wielding clubs now.
Got 2 pointy sticks.
Dual wielding half spears.
Yeah, so that would have been 1, 2, 3 to take it to major, 4 to completely destroy it. So yeah, just it's gone. He no
Nice.
longer has his Cortosis electrostaff.
I would like to think that his momentary confusion of me just shoulder ramming him was what opened up narratively. What opened that up.
No, you hit him, and he moved just enough to throw off his like grounded balance. That when he brought it up, he didn't bring the electric field part up in time, and it just cut through it as it's like chest. So actually, in that case, it's going to be the Nekghouls' turn, who looks at his 2 broken pieces of Cortosis.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of flips them around so that the sharp, pointy ends are now pointing up, and attacks Corsair with both of them. So now he's 2-weapon fighting, so it increases
With improvised weapons.
2-weapon fighting with improvised weapons, yeah. They pull the improvised weapons thing. Improvised weapons. I was just on that page and I didn't look at it.
It's on page 218.
So it's damage +1, crit 5, encumbrance 1. Actually, I'm going to assume they're medium size because it was a staff as big as him, so it would have been cut in half is going to be medium size. So let me go ahead really quickly and add broken electro staff into his
X2.
They do generate 1 automatic threat on any check because they're improvised.
Yep. And they're cumbersome too.
And any attack roll that results in either a despair or 2 threats indicates the improvised weapon breaks entirely and is useless in further rounds of combat.
Is 1T 1 threat for the modifiers?
Yes.
think so,
I
yeah.
believe so.
Because 1A is the advantage, right?
Yeah, 1A is
Hold on.
advantage, so it should be it should
Hold
just
on,
be
let me check and make-
1T.
Yes, T is threat, lowercase t.
What's your melee defense, William?
4.
All right. So I'm gonna spend another dark side on this because this is cool.
This
So
is what Course Wrath is made for.
So he's 2-weapon fighting. So he's going to be jabbing you with both of them, but it's going to be automatically linked if he hits. So
Yeah, and it raises the difficulty by 1.
yeah, raise it by 1. Fails. Yeah. So these What are effective? Oh wait, hang on. That's the wrong. I rolled the wrong ability. Hang on. There it goes. Oh, hits. So hit, threat, and triumph. So what was the? Hang on. Let me pull it up here.
If it rolled 2 threats, it breaks. It doesn't break.
Okay.
I will parry it though.
So he doesn't hit with the Actually, no. He's going to spend that triumph then to hit with both. So to activate the linked property. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2 instances of 6.
Yeah. I will parry both of them.
All right. So you take how much strain that is.
I will take 6 strain, but then I'll flip my light side back for my incidental out of turn to regain strain equal to my presence, and just only take 1 strain.
Yeah, he comes in with both, and and you're just parrying back and forth with both of your lightsabers, as he is no less dangerous with his broken electro staff.
I'd argue he's a bit less dangerous.
The Raklak is going to try to attack Plunk. Because Avasi still hasn't done anything to it.
Yep.
So difficulty 2. Sorry, difficulty 3, setback 2.
Yes.
Tentacles.
Flip.
Roll.
Yeah. Flush.
Flat roll. All right. Next PC slot. Anyone other than Corsarath?
Vazia would like to go.
All right, go ahead.
What is the difficulty on this thing?
So it's going to be difficulty 2, but you are in short range. You are not engaged. So any abilities that happen, in engaged can't happen.
Okay.
If you'd like to be engaged, you could dive into its mouth, which would reduce your difficulty, but would also put you in its mouth.
I'm good. I'm good where I am.
You sure? Because, diving into a Sarlacc to kill it from the inside seems like an Avasia kind of thing to do.
So you said it was 2 difficulty.
Yep.
This is Holly and Avasia, not me and SD.
She'll just look down at Plunk, say, "How you doing?"
It's still 2 difficulty
And
upgraded
then
twice.
attack.
Yeah. 2 difficulty upgraded twice.
Upgrading.
Two difficulty, 1 setback. 2 difficulty, 1 setback.
What does that mean, Jack?
This thing is fucking huge, and it'd be real nice if more than one person would come help me with it at a time.
Oh yeah. You're still terrified, Plunk.
Yes, he is.
Light it on fire.
So that
Yes,
comes
I'm
out
setting
about
it
an
on fire.
octave higher than is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Well, you do no damage to it, so
Do I set it on fire?
I mean you can.
Yes, I want to.
There's a flaming tentacle now.
It looks like I've done something.
Next PC slot.
All right. Plunk's had it.
Now Plunk's at it.
Fuck this Nekghoul. Can I rip a Raklak out of the ground?
You can try.
Going to be a lot of resisting.
The difficulty is going to be 4 red dice.
Yeah. Well, what's the worst that could happen?
4 despairs.
Why would you even say that?
Because, like I said, Plunk's had a day. Hey, look, a
He
success.
actually pulled it off. You're going to need to flip a light side to be able to use this.
I'm going to do that. I'm going
Okay,
to take my
so-
poor damn conflict and strain and whatnot.
So the Raklak is size 4.
Mm-hmm.
It is short range, embedded in the ground.
Yep.
It is. Let me look at its abilities real quick.
Just me, Corsarath, and the Nekghoul in the middle of a duel, and Corsarath is standing there, and then
There's a
like
shadow.
the Raklak just like a train coming from off screen just passes through his vision, and when it passes by, the Nekghoul is gone.
It makes the truck.
The locomotive noise, just that.
So yeah, 1 to activate it because short range is just normal range.
Why did? Okay, sorry. The talents and abilities field disappeared.
Did it just collapse down?
Well, no, it collapsed down. Then when I uncollapsed it, all the information that was in it won't come back.
You don't need any of that.
Kind of do.
Close and reopen the character sheet? I
It
don't
did.
know.
It didn't. Like the talents and abilities field is just gone. Oh, my hand. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Whew. Oh. That's dumb. Wait, sorry. Hang on. On any of your character sheets, go to one of your like header things where it like says talents and abilities or whatever, and click with that. Don't click on the collapse button. Click on the little black bar immediately to the left of the blue section.
Black bar immediately to the.
So if you look at any of your like note headers, it's got the blue bar in the middle where it says whatever the note section is,
And when you click on that, it collapses it.
And then left and right, if you click on the little black bar to the left of it.
Actually, it's the big blue header.
Oh well, for the NPC one, it's the bar next to it, but it collapses the whole thing without any indication that that's what it's done.
Yeah, no, you can collapse any of the main header sections by clicking on that. That's really annoying for NPCs though.
Yeah, like you can collapse it 2 different ways, and only one of them shows that you collapsed it. That's dumb.
Oh, the name bar on the side. Yes, I see what you mean. Because each of the weapons header has like the weapons, and then also each weapon has its own collapse bar on the left.
Right.
Like a little black triangle.
Like William, look at your special abilities. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it's not true of everyone. Oh, that might just be an NPC character sheet thing, which is
it's probably
even
an
dumber.
NPC character thing.
All right. Anyway, sorry.
So what's this thing? Silhouette?
4.
It's silhouette 4.
All right. So I need 2 points to move silhouette 4, 1 to activate it because it's in short range, so that's fine. So and I have 2 points left over, which means I could throw this thing to extreme range into a solid object if there's any. I'm going to throw this into the furthest away large solid object that I can see and just do as much damage to it via that as possible.
Are you sure you don't want to throw it at the Nekghoul?
Am I going to hit my friends if I do that?
Yes.
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 So no.
Whatever. I support it. Do it.
So
look, if you can't bring Buddha to the Raklak, bring the Raklak to Buddha.
So
if you want to make an omelet, you've got to crack a few party members.
You take a strain.
Yep.
For the threat. But yeah, you focus, and there is a great rumbling sound as the Duracrete around it cracks and is shattered as you rip what looks like a very heavily carapaced giant. Like it looks like if you were to blow if you were to blow a leech up to Titanic proportions, up to like spaceship size proportions, you rip this thing out of the ground and throw it. And it just makes this hideous squealing sound as it just flies beyond the wall. And you don't see what happens, but there's a squelching sound. A really loud squelching sound.
This is the point where we find out that it actually has, unbeknownst to us, it has wheels on itself. So it's about to race back at like 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's like back one of those cars.
Right.
It's like Kirby in the new Kirby game where he just stretches himself over a car and can drive it.
I think Vazia just watches this thing and without even looking at Plunk, just holds up a hand for a high five.
Can't wait till you go find that.
Right?
Well, that's that NPC dead. Next PC slot.
I'm gonna try and stab again.
And
I'm gonna take a
Nerees
maneuver to
doesn't comment on the Sarlacc that went flying by. Stabs through that ghoul.
Nope.
I've got time to worry about one thing at a time.
I like that this has become a duel between Corserath and the Nekghoul with accompaniment.
I'm gonna take a maneuver to aim, damn it.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
maneuver.
With your
And you
critical
can give
injuries?
Oh.
What?
With your
Your
critical
critical
injuries?
injuries allow you to take that maneuver.
Let me check. Yeah. I just had one agonizing wound.
Which is
And
what?
because my lightsaber attacks are with willpower, that doesn't affect my lightsaber attacks. So
I'm the
good.
one who can't take maneuvers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good. Here we go.
So aim for a boost die and attack.
Well, I got
You
one
didn't not hit.
there.
So
You technically hit it.
would you like to flip a light side to do actually
Don't
damage?
have any.
Oh,
We don't have any to flip.
Nope.
I burned the last
got
one to get rid of the Sarlacc.
Yeah.
fair. I mean, it was a good use of it.
I feel like it was.
Mhm.
Yep.
We support
S-
this.
Esty. You're on the ground.
Now
your
that I'm
shoulder
like-
hurts.
Then I'm like nose to nose with this thing.
Flying Sarlacc. That affects you at all?
You just saw a Sarlacc jump over the moon.
Fuck this.
I'm
planet.
Huh.
You didn't know what Sarlaccs looked like before. Now you do.
So that's what they look like naked.
You know what? I wasn't any less effective last time than I was when I was attacking it. So let's try it. Let's try and grapple him again.
All right. So difficulty 4.
Yep. Hey!
Well, look at that.
You
Nice.
succeed. You take 3 strain.
And I'm unconscious.
So you get onto him and you lock his arms up. And his arm being up like this, he flicks his wrist, and with the now broken and much more agile half of his electro staff, just goes thunk. And you go
But as we all know, when humans go unconscious, they freeze rigid in whatever position they were when it happened. So he's still grappled.
it's a good
That would
thing.
be great,
It's a
except
good
for on a Zeltron.
Yeah, it was on a human.
Damn it!
Good effort.
I was so close.
Good job.
Thought we had him.
Good job. I feel so bad for Esty.
Estes had a rough night, man.
He's
Jesus.
had a
It's
rough
okay.
season.
I will just
Yeah.
literally do nothing this entire game session. No big.
Oh.
You all need to like go into like a heavy espionage like session in the next 2 episodes. Just let Esty be the star character for a bit.
Fine.
I mean, she is the only reason we got off Nar Shaddaa. That is true.
It's true, yeah.
Oh, God.
That's my turn.
Top of the round in RPC slot.
I would like to try and kill this thing.
Wrath, you just watched a Sarlacc go flying by, and then the Nekghoul very casually brain Esty.
I just sort of like look up as the Sarlacc goes by. Huh, that's interesting. And without looking, it's just like
No, don't know vision it. That's how this goes wrong.
oh yeah. No, it's just like that's interesting. It's like as if to a distraction to the Nekghoul, and then just strike.
Wondrous.
Don't get cocky, kid.
See, that's what happens when you get cocky.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh my, well, she did it.
I'll regain all of my strain. I need 4 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3 more to burn.
And then advantages. I'll just pass 3 advantages to whoever takes the next turn.
3 boosts, yeah.
Yeah, 3 boosts.
Yeah, you try to strike, and with the same club that hit Esty, just parries it. NPC turn. Wielding strike on Corsair. This guy very slowly kills you all.
Right?
He's making no progress with me.
War of attrition.
Using a dark side.
Don't say things like that.
7 damage.
That's 2 threats. His weapon breaks.
Oh yeah. So he strikes you for 7 damage. Do you parry it? I'm assuming.
I parry it.
And as you do, it just that half of the broken electro staff is just crumbles away under the lightsaber strike. So now he's just got 1 half left.
Yep.
I would like to take.
Those 3 boost dice.
Yes.
Yeah, get in there. Come on,
All
nerds.
right.
You got
Are
this.
you sure you don't want to let Plunk take it so you can yeet this guy to the moon?
We've seen how that's gone the last few times we've tried. I'm gonna let Nereus take
you
on
just
this
succeeded on a harder check on the Reclack.
Nostalgia.
I do not trust that luck to hold.
And I would once again like to aim because why not?
Yeah.
The 4 boost dice.
4 boost
Yep.
dice.
Okay, here we go.
Come on, 15 successes.
Hey.
3.
Yep.
Would you like to activate your crit 3 times? You get a plus
Yup.
30 on the crit.
Uh-huh.
No, plus 20.
Yeah, sorry, plus 20.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, so that's 2 more damage.
Take his head off.
Yep.
Watch him roll a 6.
You might actually, if he does, yeah, if he doesn't die to critical injuries, you might kill him with wounds. Actually, he's getting up there.
Hit him again!
God!
Do it again! He keeps rolling
Come
the
on.
fucking
Same
stagger.
dice pool.
I rolled a 7.
I was close.
Okay.
Do it one more time.
3 more damage.
Yeah.
I currently,
Another crit.
Yeah,
I
you can crit him.
currently envision Nerys as like. Have you ever seen Armageddon?
Yeah.
The Russian astronaut.
Yes.
Because at the end, it's like, I don't want to be here anymore.
So he's at 20 of 24 wounds.
Okay.
Let's see what the crit does.
Wait. I would like
Fuck
to
you!
spend a light side to make 1 more wound.
Can you do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
to use that 4th point.
Okay. Wait, is it 21?
How the fuck are you rolling this low?
I don't know. Randomness. That's how. I rolled an 11. I got a 71. He loses a free maneuver until the end of the encounter. He hasn't been using any maneuvers.
Right.
He's been stuck in one place.
1 more wound though.
1 more wound. He's at 21 or 24.
Okay.
You might kill him with wounds before you crit him to death at this rate.
He's
God
got
damn
7
it.
critical injuries.
1, 2,
Um,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's just like covered in burn
Give
marks
me-
and still standing.
Oh no, I lost it because of the stupid fucking explosion. Never mind. Okay. That's my turn.
Next PC slot.
Are there any Silhouette 1 items around here that I might be able to grab?
You can grab dirt.
Yeah, I need silhouette.
zero.
Yeah, those are silhouette.
Yeah,
zero,
there's
so
some
they only do 5 damage.
there's some rat ghoul corpses.
All right, we're just gonna grab as many silhouette 1 things as I can. There
are at least 9 rat ghoul corpses around.
All right, I'll use a maneuver, get into short range because I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
That would put him at difficulty 2, force points, ranged light. Is he upgraded twice for ranged attacks
you're
too?
you're at short range, so that should be diff 1 because it's
Unless you've got an upgraded difficulty for something.
Oh no, I don't actually. Okay, diff 1 upgraded twice.
So yeah, it'd be diff 1 with 1 setback for the range defense, upgraded twice.
Okay.
Yeah, because the source of your fear was the Raklack, and it's gone.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We don't have any dark side points left, do we?
Sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine. 1 is enough to hit him once for 12 damage, I guess, or is it 11?
Might be 11.
Are you just able to throw a size 0 thing at him right now?
Size 1.
No, I can throw a size 1 by default.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of my
Because you have
upgrade.
to spend. You have to
I
spend
think so.
one...
Oh fuck! Yes, no, you're right. You're right.
You can only throw a size 0 with
Yeah.
one force point.
No, yeah, I go from 0, and then if I spend 1, I go up to size 3. Yep.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. Well, that didn't
So
work.
you throw a rock at him.
All right. Yep.
Six
Right.
Ping.
6 damage. Right.
Yep. Next PC slot.
It's Avazia and Este's unconscious body.
Yeah, Avazio will go. Unless Este's unconscious body really wants
So
to.
you want to run back into melee with the other guy?
Um,
Avazia has for the last round running over the Sarlacc and now running back over the Nekghoul.
She's using that force jump.
Getting your steps in.
But before she goes, she will look at Plunk and motion that way. Do you want to come with me?
Oh, he already moved closer.
Plunk's already moved ahead.
Oh, he already did.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
I
Yeah.
forgot. Never mind. He left me. Okay. She will go ahead and force jump up there.
You want to force jump or you just want to move twice?
I'm just gonna move twice.
Yeah,
Force jump's more risky.
Yeah. Let's just
Might
move
make it.
twice. It's fine.
You just run over. All right. SD breathes. Not his first PC slot.
Try and kill this thing.
Get in there, Corsair. Yep.
Oh god, I'm gonna take my own maneuver to aim, so I get a second boost die on this.
Course Wrath. The Emperor's Wrath isn't that much better with a lightsaber than I am. Cut to, why won't you die?
The thing is, he's not. His dice pool would be almost exactly the same as mine.
Oh, his lightsaber's just better.
Oh god. Fucking
Oh my god!
I'm gonna try and kill him.
You do that,
I'm gonna
Nerys.
do that.
yeah, I'm getting 3 strain back. And then you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boost die,
Thank
Nerys.
you.
Go.
Cool.
So yeah, no, because it's his turn next.
Yeah.
He parries with the last bit of his electro staff and tries to jam it into your face, Corsair.
Don't die.
I feel
Or
like Corsair
do.
is
I'm not your
probably not
boss.
right.
He cannot kill me with that hit. He physically cannot.
Okay.
It does not matter how much how well he rolls.
Cut
There's
to,
the
he killed him
crits.
with that hit.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't say those
You
things.
can't do 18 damage and crit me for plus 100 in this hit.
You can still roll real bad on the crit.
Especially not when he fails.
But yeah. Nice. That's what we want to see.
He swings, you duck. Next PC slot.
I'm fucking aiming.
Take 6 boost die on this attack, yes.
That is the good thing about advantage.
Yup. All right. Here we go.
On. One good hit.
Fucking kill this man.
There
it
you
is.
go.
Wow.
And a crit.
Okay.
Roll the crit.
Roll the crit.
Roll it.
please. I just need
wanna
to
see
Fucking
it.
roll it.
I'm gonna see it.
Watch him.
I'm guessing 14. You're gonna roll a 14.
No, because he's already dead. This is where he'll die.
Yeah.
This
where
is
the
where
crit
you roll
do.
the death
1,
crit.
2,
It's like
3.
99.
So hang on. I'm gonna check out his wounds real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's 2 over. So he's
Okay.
definitely dead.
Good.
We're gonna roll a crit.
Swear
See
to
what it
God,
does.
if it's like a
We're gonna-
95.
in fact, I'm gonna give it a +10 because he's over. So that's another instance
Right.
of a
So
crit,
it's
right?
technically right. Mm-hmm.
All right.
There was a 4 in it.
God
Oh, he's up. He's unconscious.
Yeah.
He's not
Dead people
senseless.
usually are unconscious.
So
Yes.
yeah,
I'm just
you-
gonna keep stabbing for a little bit. I feel like.
hang on. Every time you stab, it's another crit. Hang on.
Okay.
Let's see how many more crits it would have taken.
Yeah.
1,
There we go.
2,
Okay.
Bleeding out.
3.
Mhm.
There we go.
Hey.
3 more crits
Third
before he actually
stab.
just
So
died.
so
he's
so
done.
so so Nereus, you and he goes down. And just like you pick up Estes' lightsaber and just on your knees, one lightsaber in each hand, until he stops moving entirely.
Yep.
You drop 10 points towards the dark side
Okay.
as you just go ham on this corpse.
Corserath's in the middle of just like very casually dueling this thing, just deflecting back and forth, and then Neri just wails on it from behind.
Nereus comes out of nowhere with a steel chair and just wham, 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 wham. And it's just a Family Guy skit where like everything's happening off screen, but more and more blood is spraying onto frame.
Yeah, it's just like Corserath. It's just Corserath like dueling back and forth. Chair comes out of the side, and then it's just a close up of Corserath's helmet as more blood splatter sprays across the helmet.
Perfect.
You're out of initiative.
I put down. Nope. I
So-
put down the lightsaber.
So Plunk has made his way over. And as you put down the lightsaber, Nereis, you hear him go, Nereis, I could really use your help. And he's there and he's like puppeting Estes' arm. I'm not feeling so great.
Disrespectful.
And it might be nice if somebody could give me a hand with something here.
I
I'm taking that as my favorite thing, by the way.
take out my physician's kit.
He kind of takes the hand and sort of twists it into a thumbs up. You're the best.
Rude.
And I make a medicine check.
On who?
On Esther. She's
Okay.
the one unconscious. You're not more than half your wound threshold,
I just
Yes.
You are? Okay.
Are you kidding?
Over
Wait,
the
wait,
wound
that's
threshold.
not- yeah. Sorry, I am.
I
not
well,
reading.
no, I'm not
Yeah.
over my wound threshold. I'm over
It was
my
the
strain
right.
threshold.
It was
Oh, okay.
strain.
Yeah.
I'm near my wound threshold.
Okay.
You are
More than-
over half your wounds, though. You're near
Yes.
you're near your threshold.
I'm well
Alright,
over
so
half.
average check. I am going to heal some of your strain doing this too because I have physician.
You're literally the only person that can heal the strain. So.
Yeah. Okay. Still force die happening.
The way you said that, I just pictured the one scene from Spaceballs. When? Where? Who?
Well,
Oh my
you
god!
do heal a strain.
I would say you only heal the strain if you succeed.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. If I heal a strain, I'm still technically not conscious because I'm 2 over.
Yeah.
What?
Nereus, you're
Why
trying.
does Nerys? I have a question. Why does Nerys hate SD because she never heals him.
Well, at the moment, what's happening is where for other people the blood haze is like a metaphorical thing. For Nereis, in this particular instance, it's a real thing because there's just blood all over the visor. And so it's hard to tell which parts are injured. So Nereis is just sitting there bandaging the uninjured arm of Esty on the
Also,
ground.
I have a difficulty on agility checks because of the agonizing wound, so that's sort of affecting things.
And like as you're the rest of you are watching Nereis trying to patch Esty up, patching up the wrong arm because of the blood haze. But also you're watching as sparks are flying out of one arm, and every once in a while that arm just goes chung, chung.
Oh. Well, Plunk's going to try and get in on that and see if he can fix that.
And while Plunk does that, Corsaira's just going to kneel down next to Esty, and this won't stop Esty from being unconscious, but pulls out a stim pack and stims Esty. Regains 6 wounds, Esty.
What's the difficulty on Nereis' shoulder?
The critical wound is dip 2.
Just
Dip
to be
2?
clear,
Yep.
are we in the same day where we mass impact everybody?
No, that was at least a day ago.
That was the previous day, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted.
Well,
to
I
make
didn't
sure.
fail.
Okay, that's better.
How many do I get back?
6.
Okay.
So,
Nice try.
Plunk,
Nereis, you're going to have to go to a shop.
Plunk, you're looking at that shoulder and like, yeah, no, that shoulder definitely needs to get some intensive repairs done.
Babarilompi. You'll climb down off Nereis' back and take part of his robe and just kind of on your faceplate.
Thank you.
At this point, you realize you were bandaging the wrong arm.
Right. Reach down, pat unconscious SD on the forehead.
Well, that won't hurt.
Walk over to Avazia and grab her hand. Opa, quack. Let's go look for stuff.
Okay. I love because at this point I was picturing she's walking over to Corsaira.
Also, as he says that, he just holds up he holds up his hand 1 second and walks over to Avazia. First, puts an arm around her, pulls her into a hug. While he's hugging her, stims her.
How you have to do it with her.
Regain 6 wounds.
If you're Corsaira, I mean.
Nothing like lovingly applying adrenaline needle to your spouse.
What did that do?
Regain 6 wounds.
Okay.
So all of you that are still conscious notice something. As that Nekghoul has died, the ever-present feeling of hunger you've had has reduced. It's not gone, but it's not as intense.
That sensation probably has something to do with these creatures, Corsaira says aloud.
That's nice.
It had
Which means
11
we'll likely run into more of them approaching the source of it.
That dead critical injury was its 11th critical injury.
Yep.
Oh,
Is anyone
this is how
feeling
we all
ill?
die.
I actually feel better than I was before that fight.
As do I.
Oh, yeah.
I'm real tired and hurt.
I think we should find.
Do you need another
someplace to
stim?
rest.
Plunk.
Eh.
I give him another stim. Regain 5.
You're at a currently abandoned farm house.
Yeah,
Or
we can
places to
rest
rest.
and
Yeah.
add actual medical work.
Like, is the farmhouse like it's not collapsing, right? We can.
No, like
go in it and-
there's definitely a hole in the wall of one of the buildings and there's holes in the fence, but like
Yeah.
the house proper itself is pretty sturdy standing.
I still give him a stim because he wants to go scavenging right now.
Yep, he sure do.
All right.
But if there's talk of no, he's still feeling the rage, so he's just gonna take the stim and then go off looking.
Okay, Bozzie's gone with him.
All right. So, as Corserath and Neres presumably get Esty into a more comfortable place for Esty to recover.
Yep.
Avasia and Plunk go scavenging around. You you recall that you were told where to look for like a stash of things.
Mm-hmm.
And you go investigate that in that location. You find like a safe, basically a buried safe. That you open it up, and inside you find a whole lot of various like sort of paraphernalia and knickknacks. While looking through it, though, Plunk, being the expert scavenger you are, you notice that there is a hidden subfloor to the safe.
Ooh,
And so you pull out the things that are inside it, none of which seem to be very important or noteworthy, and open the bottom container. Inside, you find a few things. One, you find a hilt. It is a immaculately well-designed, well-crafted hilt with a sort of like what seems to be some sort of leather, some sort of dark red leather-wrapped binding around it. And what is very clearly a lightsaber emitter guard at the top of it. You find a small, multi-sided cube of gold and glass. You find a set of armored robes of some kind that seem to be very old, of a pattern of sort of dark red and brown and purples. And you find a small box that has some sort of engraving in a script you don't read, and a latch on it.
Is it locked?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of fiddle with the lock a little bit. Probably can't get it open.
Skullduggery check if you want.
Okay.
Skullduggery difficulty 2. It's not a particularly complex lock, but it is locked.
Oop, that's the wrong direction for difficulty. There we go. 1 success, 1 threat.
So inside the box, you open the box up. Inside the box, you find an old talisman, sort of an old some sort of old talisman that you don't fully recognize. Some additional parts, and something that you do recognize, because you have never seen one in person, but it is valuable enough that you know what it looks like when you see it. It is a large crate dragon pearl.
Woo, yeah.
Could you describe the appearance of the talisman?
Old. I was told it was old.
Just asking the GM.
Yes, it is. It is an old. Hang on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Because I don't like the combination of items that you have just described being in this box.
It is an old like sort of a. It looks kind of like a It looks kind of like a it's kind of like a stylistic depiction of a pair of clasped hands on a small pewter and gold geometric shape.
Okay. You're not literally holding the mirror talisman.
No. And as you pick up the robes, something else falls out of it. It is a dark red and black mask that pulses with the Force.
Cool, we're slapping that on our face.
Oh, you do?
Are you?
Yep.
Oh, jeez, if Ozzy's gonna have to kill him now.
All right.
Plug's reckless. Did I mention? And enthusiastic.
That's why someone had to come with him.
Yeah.
What's your current force alignment?
I am at an exact 50, but I'm a light side user.
All right. Your alignment drops by 10 as
Okay.
you put this mask on, and you feel anger and rage pour into you. But it feels solidifying. Your wound threshold increases by 2 while you're wearing the mask.
Ooh, dope.
And as you find a cache of interesting things, that's where we're going to end for the week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.